So I was amazed yesterday, just spooling through X, formerly Twitter, to see that Kevin Spacey given a big interview to Piers Morgan and gone into a lot of detail. And let's just have a look.
What's your idea of bad behaviour when you look back at what you were doing?
Pushing the boundaries.
In what way? I mean,
being too handsy, you know, touching someone sexually,
groping people
in a way that I didn't know at the time they didn't want. Yeah. I agree that the word grope is a very odd word. I personally, I have caressed people. I have been gentle with people. That is the way that I am. You're making a pass at someone. You don't want to be aggressive. You want to be gentle. You want to see if they're going to respond positively.
Okay, that sounded a bit like a confession to me.
It sounded really creepy.
It did a bit.
For the simple fact he put too handsy, you know?
And
so he's
caressing
aware.
people?
He's aware that he was too much, that he may have done things which didn't warrant invitation, and that is concerning. But I was having a conversation about this. Again, this may be seen to be quite controversial, but historically, if you were dating somebody and you were on a date and someone at some point has to make the first move. So if you make that move and that person is not clear about, I do not want these advances, then isn't somebody going to just continue? I think there's a thin line.
Different. If you've gone out to the cinema, then you've gone to a meal, then you've gone back to somebody's room, and then you try to kiss them, and they say, no, wait, and you say, oh, I'm so sorry, it's a total misunderstanding.
Yep.
No one would have any criticism. This is not what we're talking about. He's caressing people. He's meeting in a work setting.
In the workplace. I mean, it's about
that is very inappropriate.
And it's also about power, isn't it? I mean, more than inappropriate, isn't it? I mean, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, you once said to me, Jeremy, that there's a lot of things in life that are bad, really wrong, but not illegal.
Well, yeah, but the law doesn't cover everything. It's not illegal to tell lies. I mean, everyone says, if it's not against the law, then he's in the clear.
Yeah,
and he has
certainly
been
not in the
court.
clear.
But I do think this is a bit he's been found not guilty
of crimes.
Crimes, but it's insulting for of potential victims, which are not victims because he wasn't found guilty. However, they still probably feel like they're victims. It's insulting for them to have to watch that and hear the admittance of too handsy, yet he was never found guilty.
So he, if you want to see him punished, you could argue he has been, because he seems to be on his uppers. Have a look.
Where do you live now?
Well, it's funny you asked that question, because this week, where I have been living in Baltimore, is being foreclosed on. My house is being sold at auction.
Really?
So I have to go back to Baltimore and put all my things in storage.
Why is it being foreclosed?
Because I can't pay the bills that I owe.
And he says he owes millions in legal fees. So
He is paying, isn't he?
I think he's paying.
Will anyone go near him in Hollywood to give him some work?
The problem with acting is you've got to be a bit of a blank sheet of paper, I think. You know, Phil, your lovely wife, Kathy's an actor. And I think if you carry a lot of baggage on stage in your personal life, it's really distracting.
He's finished, isn't he? And
I think
he
it is.
deserves it, doesn't he?
Any film that he's in now, there's going to be some connection to what has just ensued.
Yeah, well, we've seen cases recently of people who've lost their status, not as a result of crimes, but as a result of accepting bad behaviour.
Some actors support him, though.
Oh, sure. I mean, you can see the guy, maybe he's been overpunished.